Let's explore the forgotten truths and hidden mysteries of Easter Island. Easter Island, also known as Rapa Nui, is one of the most remote places on Earth. It was first recorded by Europeans in 1722 when Dutch explorer Jacob Roggeveen arrived on Easter Sunday, hence the name Easter Island. It's a tiny island in the southeastern Pacific Ocean, covering just 63 square miles. Easter Island is more than 2,000 miles from the coast of Chile, its nearest continental neighbor. The closest inhabited land is Pitcairn Island, located about 1,300 miles to the west, highlighting just how isolated Easter Island really is. This isolation makes it a fascinating subject, especially with 887 giant moai statues scattered across the island. The moai, created by the early Rapa Nui people, are massive stone figures that can reach up to 30 feet tall and weigh over 14 tons. Incredibly, an unfinished moai, El Gigante, still embedded in the rock at the Rano quarry, measures an astonishing 70 feet tall and is estimated to weigh around 297 tons, making it the largest moai ever discovered. Its sheer size suggests it may have been an ambitious attempt to outdo earlier creations, or possibly a ceremonial statue that proved too massive to move. Most of these statues were carved from compressed volcanic ash, known as tuff, which is relatively soft and easier to sculpt. This tuff came primarily from the Rano volcano, an extinct volcanic crater on the island that served as the main quarry. In fact, nearly half of all known moai are still found around this site, some half-buried, others abandoned mid-creation, giving it the nickname Moai Nursery. Did you know that until 2012, many people believed the moai were just heads? When archaeologists began deeper excavations, they discovered that most statues actually have full bodies buried beneath the ground, complete with carvings and details no one had seen in centuries. Some of these newly uncovered bodies revealed intricate carvings on their backs, symbols and patterns that may have held spiritual or ancestral meanings, hidden underground for centuries. The mystery surrounding these statues and the island itself has captivated the imagination of people for centuries. Blending history, culture, and mystery, Easter Island continues to intrigue and inspire. The island's remote location and unique features make it an interesting case study of how human societies develop and interact with their environment. The early Rapa Nui people left behind a rich legacy, but their story is also marked by significant challenges. Interestingly, sweet potatoes, native to South America, were found on the island long before European contact. Some researchers believe they may have floated across the ocean or were carried by ancient voyagers, hinting at possible pre-European contact between Polynesians and South Americans. Even more intriguing, studies show that up to 19% of Easter Island's land was once used for growing sweet potatoes, a staple crop that helped sustain the Rapa Nui civilization for centuries. But here's the mystery. Sweet potatoes are native to South America. How did they end up thriving on a remote island in the middle of the Pacific, long before advanced sea travel was thought possible? Some believe the Polynesians made contact with South America long before Europeans did, navigating thousands of miles of open ocean using only the stars and swells. Others suggest the plants drifted across the sea on natural rafts. Either way, it challenges what we thought we knew about ancient travel and raises big questions about the untold capabilities of early civilizations. Could this point to a forgotten chapter in human history? The rugged landscape of Easter Island hides many secrets, and as we delve deeper, we'll discover the fascinating story of a civilization that thrived in one of the most isolated places on Earth. The early Rapa Nui people faced significant environmental challenges, including deforestation and soil erosion, which drastically changed the island's ecosystem. One brilliant example of this was their use of volcanic rock to improve agriculture. The Rapa Nui people crushed porous volcanic stones like tuff and basalt into gravel and mixed them with the soil, a technique called lithic mulching. This not only helped retain moisture, but also released vital minerals into the ground, enriching the island's otherwise poor soil and boosting crop yields. However, their efforts to adapt to the island's harsh conditions ultimately led to a series of societal changes. As the island's population grew, so did the pressure on its resources. The once lush forests were cleared for agriculture, construction and other purposes, leading to soil erosion and a decline in food production. This environmental degradation had a ripple effect on the Rapa Nui society, leading to increased competition for resources, social unrest and eventually significant changes in their way of life. The construction of the Moai statues, which began around 1200 AD, is believed to have played a role in these societal shifts. The Moai were likely built to represent ancestral figures or chiefs, and their creation required significant resources and labor. Incredibly, the Moai may not have been dragged, but actually walked upright to their final locations using ropes and a rocking motion, much like moving a refrigerator. This technique was successfully demonstrated by researchers in recent years. Interestingly, oral traditions of the Rapa Nui people say the Moai walked to their platforms with the help of powerful mana, or spiritual energy. According to legend, high-ranking priests used this sacred force to command the statues to move, lending a magical layer to what we now understand as clever engineering. The process of building these massive statues not only showcased the Rapa Nui's engineering skills, but also reflected their deep spiritual beliefs. The decline of the Rapa Nui civilization has long been a topic of debate among historians and archaeologists. While some attribute it to overexploitation of resources, others suggest that it was a result of climate change or even invasions. The truth, however, is likely more complex, involving a combination of these factors. The Moai statues are more than just giant stone figures. They hold deep cultural significance. Originally, the Moai weren't just blank stone faces. Many had eyes made from white coral and black obsidian or red scoria pupils. These eyes were thought to activate the spiritual power of the statue, known as mana. Did you know that almost all Moai face inland? They were positioned to watch over villages, not the ocean, serving as silent protectors of the people. Only a few near the shoreline, like those at Ahuakivi, face the sea. Recent archaeological discoveries have shed new light on the construction and purpose of these statues. For example, many Moai were found to have been built with red stone hats, which were likely used to signify status or spiritual power. Theories behind the decline of the Rapa Nui civilization have been re-evaluated in light of new evidence. Recent findings suggest that the islanders may have been more resilient than previously thought, and that their downfall was not solely due to environmental degradation. The story of Easter Island serves as a reminder of the importance of living in harmony with our environment. The Rapa Nui people's struggles offer valuable lessons for modern societies. Easter Island isn't just a place of mystery. It's a powerful reminder of human resilience, creativity, and the deep connection between people and their environment. From the towering Moai statues to the clever farming techniques, every corner of the island tells a story, and yet, with every answer we uncover, new questions arise. What else is waiting to be discovered beneath the soil or hidden in plain sight? This incredible island offers a unique glimpse into our shared human story, and a reminder of how important it is to preserve our cultural heritage and learn from the past. If you have any thoughts on Easter Island or its fascinating history, drop them in the comments below. And if you're intrigued by mysterious places around the world, be sure to check out our other videos. Thank you for watching the History Tales.